Hey YouTube, this is Average Prepper. Yeah, I realize it's been a while since I've made a video. I've just had a lot of little projects I've been working on. Nothing really prepping related here, just trying to get ready for winter. And speaking of which, it's definitely trying to be winter today. Got a little bit of sleet right now. Calling for some snow tomorrow. I'll show you what I've been up to here. Well, if you can tell, this is actually a little bit neater than what it was before. Still got a lot of stuff just crammed in here. Made a little more progress on my room here. I got the floor laid down. It's got some remnant linoleum. Got it for a pretty good deal. Got all the walls and the ceiling painted. Got all the lights up. Just got a little bit of trim work to do. Just try to seal all these little cracks up and then the corners. I'm trying to keep the mice from getting in here. They do get in other parts of the barn sometimes. Not too bad. Got my little propane heaters running here today. Let's keep it pretty toasty in here. I just made this little workbench. I got a free chunk of countertop. I just built a little frame out of wood here. And that's another thing I've been trying to work on, this chainsaw. The rope got all jammed up in there and tried taking it apart. And it appears the recoil spring that's in there is all messed up there, so that's something I gotta try to get fixed. I thought about buying a new saw. This one's a little small for some of the wood I've been trying to cut here lately. I don't know if you watched my video. I got one up there on this Coleman stove. I only got part one up. Still working on part two. I had an issue. These little plunger assembly here I thought was bad, so I replaced it. I could get it to light, it just wouldn't stay lit. So I went and bought a new one. Put in there. Things still won't stay lit, so I think I got the tanks out here. From what I've read, I believe this is the call this the generator, I believe this is called here. Said these things can get clogged up or whatever. It wasn't very expensive. I just bought a whole new assembly. I gotta just screw it on there. I've got it in the house. I just haven't got around to it yet. Even tried changing the gas cap. I heard the gas caps can leak on them, and there was a little O-ring inside of there. Thought it all looked good there, so this may be the culprit here. So I'm hoping to get that done this week. Well, I got the lawn tractor here. I'm going to take the mower deck off there so I can put on. I have a little snowplow blade I put on there and some chains. It's not the greatest. This thing just doesn't quite have the guts for pushing the real heavy stuff that we get sometimes, especially if it starts drifting, but it's usually eventually it gets the job done. I'd like to find like an old tractor or something would be about perfect. My driveway is about 300 feet long up to the road. Hey, here I got my snow chains for the tractor. Yeah, I do a video of me putting these on, but it's usually about 10 minutes of actually getting it together and about 45 minutes of swearing, so I guess it's really not worth putting on YouTube. But these help a bit. It's still a pain because the front tires, they don't really grip very well. My driveway slopes off a little bit on each side. It's not really a ditch, but just a little bit of a swale, I guess you'd call it. And sometimes you get off in there and the thing, you just can't get back on the driveway and sometimes end up towing it out of there. I'd like to see if they can make some kind of chain or something for the front tires. That might help a lot. And then I got to get this thing. Haven't started probably in a couple months. This has got that little 5500 watt generator. It's got a 11 horse Briggs & Stratton. Never really had to use this. I guess it was just cheap insurance. For sure, if I had never bought a generator, power would go out a couple times a year. Yeah, I got these gas cans. Picked up some free pallets, and all I did was just cut them a little narrower here. Better get these gas cans up off the floor. Yeah, I got my other heater on the garage side here. These things work pretty good. Alright, well I better get back to work here, get this snowplow put together. If I don't, for sure we'll get a foot of snow today. And we'll talk to you later. Well, they said we were going to get some snow. Got a little bit. It was like 3 or 4 inches. Sun's out today, so it's starting to melt off. Not sure if it's enough or I'll have to plow the driveway or not. It'll probably melt.